My dear friends, only with Divine's grace and Guru's grace, I am continuing my journey. Every episode, I am trying to give some details about some devotees of various gods and goddesses. Today's recording is about Nandanar. Who was Nandanar? He was one of the 63 Nayanmars. Who were Nayanmars? Nayanmars were devotees of Lord Shiva, and this particular month it is very special for people who are devotees of Lord Shiva. And Nandanar was a devotee of Lord Shiva, and there are two incidents in his life which I want to narrate through this recording. By birth, he was from a lower caste, and they were not allowed to enter the temple sanctum sanctorum. So, how he became a Nayanmar towards the end of his life, or what was his devotion like, these are the aspects which I am going to talk in this recording. Nandanar took birth in a place near Sirkari, which is in Tamil Nadu. When he was in a particular age, he started working nearby, and he was working in agricultural plantation. I should say fields, agricultural fields. Whenever he used to have little free time, his habit was to visit various temples. And one day, he visited a temple by name Tirpunkur. This is near Vaidiswaran Goil. Once again, this place is in Tamil Nadu. You can either reach through Nagapattinam or you can reach via Vaidiswaran Goil. In this place, there is a Shiva temple, and Nandanar was going to this temple, but he was not able to get inside the temple. And various other temples also, whenever he used to visit, he won't be able to see the physical form directly. So he used to have darshan through his mental eyes. This particular place, when he reached, I believe Lord Shiva told Nandi, who was in front of him, to move a little bit so that Nandanar could have a vision of the Lord. But Nandanar never made publicity for this incident. So this Tirupunkur is a place where this incident happened. And his devotion to Lord Shiva made him to go towards Chidambaram. Mentally, every day he will be telling himself that he should visit Chidambaram. And this month particularly, there is a festival by name Tiruvadirai. And Chidambaram, it is very, very special. This festival is very special in Chidambaram. And Nandanar wanted to go to Chidambaram on this particular Tiruvadirai day. So, he went and asked his employer, permit me to visit Chidambaram, because he wanted to visit this temple at this particular time. His employer said, this is a time when lot of work is there in the fields and it is not possible to grant you leave. Actually, he simply obeyed his employer, but his mind was already in the temple. He was going on thinking about himself, his inability to go to the temple, and the work which is there, which is pending from him. And these thoughts were repeatedly in his mind. Within a day or so, when he got up, he saw that the work which was allotted to him was already complete. The paddy work which he was supposed to do, that paddy had grown by itself. And he could complete, there was no need for him to stay back. So he started moving towards Chidambaram. And his employer noticed that Nandanar was a great devotee, and because of that, this kind of phenomenon has happened. And his employer came and he fell at his feet. He fell at his feet. His employer also told him Nandanar, please make me also like you. So he started going towards Chidambaram, and before he reached Chidambaram, another amazing incident took place. Lord Nataraja, who is a deity in Chidambaram, had instructed all the 3000 Dikshitars who were there in Chidambaram that Nandanar was visiting the temple and they should receive him and they should give him fire bath. And Nandanar did not know any of these things. As usual, he went to the temple and he was waiting outside because he was not allowed to enter any temple to important places. Actually, the whole life history of Nandanar, why it is very special, is because by birth one can be in any caste, but by devotion, Lord proved that he is above everybody. So all the 3000 Dikshitars came to receive him and they gave him fire bath. He emerged out of the fire and then he went towards Lord Nataraja and he merged with the Lord Nataraja. This was the caliber of Nandanar, and he is respected as one of the 63 Nayanars who spread Shaivism in South Indian Bhakti movement. And once again, the lesson what we have to learn from such stories is to not to bother about our birth, not to bother about the restrictions which are outside, but concentrate on our inner connection to the Lord. So, with this, I am ending this recording. Once again, I thank you all for the encouragement you have been continuously giving.